for me around?
I don't trust you, Trevor.
Hey.
Oh, sorry, I didn't...
No, he's just leaving. It's my ex.
Hi.
You're smaller in person.
What?
Nothing, you just, you remind me of, me.
Think of me.
Wow. I'm scared just watching the preview here, okay? That's a scene from the 4th movie in the Scream franchise that filmed here in Michigan.
I know what you mean. Just one of 5 new movies debuting in West Michigan this weekend. Our movie guy Aaron Lafferty is here to talk about Scream 4 and all of the weekend's new flicks. Yep. I have to say, you know, when it came out, the first one with Drew Barrymore, in that scene, it just opens when she's at that home.
Yep. Getting the phone call.
So,
yes.
I mean, this is 4, though.
This is 4. We've got some characters back. We've got this similar premise back. Nev Campbell, Courtney Cox is back. David Arquette. They're all back.
Love that.
David Arquette's now the sheriff of the town, and Sydney's been on tour. She's to deal with the Ghostface killer. She's been writing books.
Okay.
And then they made a movie based on that book. It's kind of like, you know, life indicating or imitating, you know. So basically, she's back in town. This is the last stop promoting her book. Is back in her hometown. It's 10 years later, and guess what? The Ghostface killer comes back. So that's your premise to get into this movie.
You know what? As much as that sounds interesting to me, there's no way I would ever see it.
I'm bad with scary movies too, but it does seem really interesting. This, you know, the ones I've seen have had me at the edge of my seat.
Sure. You know, Wes Craven back again. It's rated R, like they've all been. They've all made a lot of money, so this will be one of the movies competing for tops at the box office this weekend. It's not doing too bad. Critics seem to be okay with it. They didn't hate it. Fans obviously usually like things more, and they seem to like this one. So.
Well, you know, there's been a lot of crap out lately, so it wouldn't be too surprising to find that they're not really criticizing.
You haven't said that in a while. Usually the critics hate it.
Yeah. I mean, they're not bashing it, but they're not loving it either. So take it with.
All right, but that's of course not the only thing that's out there.
Let's spin it 180 degrees and go with a family movie. We've got Rio, which is about a bird who's he's from Minnesota. He's a domesticated macaw, and he sets out on an adventure with a very independent-spirited bird played by Anne Hathaway. This is Jesse Eisenberg, Anne Hathaway.
Okay, and this is more my speed,
They set off for Rio.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is rated PG. It's not a G because there are some things that aren't for the little ones. So it is a PG rated. This one's also doing pretty well with both fans and critics. This is from the director of this movie was involved with all the Ice Age movies. He also did Robots, if you saw that. So he's been doing a lot of animated movies leading up to this point.
Okay.
So this
that looks cute, I think.
This is doing too.
Really
this is doing pretty well, and this is also in 3D if you like that. So you know the family dollars, the 3D dollars. This and Scream will battle for the tops of the box office.
Right, and that's good because it's nice to have something for everyone at the theaters when you go out. And I know there are a lot of releases this weekend, but we've got a couple different segments covered already with what you've shown us.
Right, and these 2 alone will make more than all 5 of the top movies last weekend. These 2 movies will make more easily.
There you go. People have been waiting to see
this is going to be a good weekend for a movie, actually, because the weather.
The weather's not going to be great.
So both audiences. You got the rated R horror audience. You've got the family PG rated audience. So you're going to get a lot of money.
What's left?
At the box office. We've got a bunch of limited releases. One is done really well coming out of the festival. So that's Win Win with Paul Giamatti, Amy Ryan from The Office. She was also in Gone Baby Gone, which was an Oscar-nominated performance. He plays an attorney who kind of moonlights as a high school wrestling coach, and he comes across through some shady business dealings. He comes across a guy that may be a new star wrestler and brings him on the team, and all seems to be going well. They kind of bring him into the family, and all seems to be going well until the mother shows back up and wants to bring him back home. So you kind of got this family dynamic going on.
Interesting. All right, and that one's rated
R.
Okay.
You know, it's got some tough adult themes, but you know, it's a good movie, and that's in limited release. It's at Celebration North and Rivertown this weekend.
Okay, good.
All right, so what else do you have for us?
A couple other limited releases not doing as well with the critics. The Conspirator, this is set in post-Civil War United States after the assassination of President Lincoln. Several people were arrested and charged with conspiring to kill the president, vice president, you know, a lot of government. John Wilkes Booth was one of those. That's the name you know. The name you don't know is this woman played by Robin Wright, who owned the house where all these conspiracies were going on. So now she hires a lawyer, played by James McAvoy, to try to get her set free.
Interesting.
Doing okay, but not great with the critics.
Okay.
So
Good.
one more.
Yes.
And that's The Atlas Shrugged, Part 1. This is based on a book, 1957 novel, Ayn Rand. It's about the railroad industry and kind of the drama, changing times of the railroad industry. Not doing very well with critics, and very few people have actually seen this. It's PG-13. That's a limited release.
All right, we can
Wow,
find
a
it
lot of
all.
offerings.
Laugh at the movies, so no complaining about the weather because there's plenty of offerings at the movie theater.
And if you're looking for a foreign film, this is a good one opening this weekend at the UICA.
Fantastic.
So,
Wonderful.
All right.
Great organization. Thank you so much,
Absolutely.
Erin. We appreciate it. And we appreciate you spending your time with us today and this whole week. We
That's
hope
right.
you have a lovely weekend.
Congratulations again.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited.
Stay west.
Thank you.